Instance.new, what is that? Well, basically, it creates a new instance. It creates that. What is an instance? Well, it's basically what you put inside the services. So basically, this part is an instance. Yeah? The services are what inside the game. These things, these are all services. Baseplate is not a service. All these are services. I hope that makes sense. Instance.new. So put quotation marks and put part. This is the instance we want to create. And put a comma after the quotation marks and put game.workspace. This is because we want to put a part in the workspace service. Now let's say we want to change the properties of the part. We could just do game.workspace.part, but like, what if there's already another part there? Then we can't actually reference that. So what we should do is local new part equals instance.new part game.workspace. Now new part dot name equals cooler part because it's cooler than this one. And then new part dot brick color, we taught this in variables like last tutorial. Yeah, brick color dot new, let's say really blue. New part dot anchored. If you don't know what anchored is, it's basically like if the part stays in place or not. Now new part, I don't know if there's any other properties. Transparency equals 0.5. Yeah, there's other properties than this, but we're just going with these. Now, if I run this, you would see that there's going to be a cooler part that comes in, and there's the cooler part, and the transparency in 0.5. Now let's say we want to like put an explosion inside the cooler part. Instance.new explosion, because that's an instance, then put it in new part. Now if we go back here and press run, the new part will have an explosion that comes out of it. Why does this keep happening to me? This doesn't freaking load. Okay, but so why didn't it come? Now, I don't know if my code was wrong or something, but what I think happened is that I need to put a wait because we loaded before the explosion loaded. I mean, the explosion loaded before we loaded. So now if I do this, if I put a wait, 5, it waited 5 seconds and then exploded. Now let's say every 1 second there will be an explosion. Obviously we could just do this like many times, but what if we want to make it that it's looping? What you would want to do is press while true do. The reason why it's looping is that it's always true, so this thing will always run. And now, if I do this, it would be laggy, I think, but it'll still run the script. As you can see, it's doing that. And yeah, it's pretty cool. Also, if you're wondering, the explosions delete once they like go away, so yeah, it won't lag.